Hi, this is Sai Sashwati and I'm a legal intern at Lex and Company. Today I'm going to discuss about the various grounds of divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act. According to Hindu law, marriage is at last of a 10th sacrament and which is sacred tie which can never be broken in future. It is a relationship that goes from birth to birth. So the concept of marriage is about constituting the individuals into husband and wife. According to Smritikas, this relationship of a husband and wife cannot be taken away by death also. It is upon the husband and wife which is not only sacred and religious but it is holy union also. The object of marriage was to enable a man and a woman in the religious duties and to beget progeny. According to the ancient writers, a man was incomplete without a woman, and that's why a woman is always called a better half of a man. Every Hindu male or a female has to marry themselves, and subsequently, if they are not comfortable with each other, then they can seek for divorce on certain grounds. If the marriage doesn't work, the individual goes for judicial separation or divorce or any other kind of separation that is there. Thus, marriage is a sacred institution and it is a very foundation of a stable family. Matrimonial relief are of four types. One is of divorce, one is of judicial separation, the third one is the restitution, and fourth one is the nullity of marriage. Divorce is a dissolution of marriage, and divorce is very common form of getting separate from a husband and wife. So there are various grounds in which the husband or a wife can seek for divorce from their other half. The first ground of divorce is adultery. Adultery is a sexual intercourse between two individuals who aren't legally married to each other, but one of them who is legally married to some other person, that is the third party. Over this term, the third person is always the one who is asking for divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act for having a separation from his spouse. Adultery is a serious matrimonial lapse, and no wonder law takes cognizance on this and provide matrimonial relief to the one who is needed. The second category on which the spouse can call for a divorce is cruelty. Cruelty may be defined as the conduct of such character to have caused danger to the life, limb, or health of the other spouse as to give reasonable apprehension of danger also. The spouse has to show that there was an act of violence under the head cruelty. The third ground of divorce is desertion. Desertion requires two important elements that has to be established. One is the absence of consent, and second one is the giving reasonable cause to the spouse to leave the matrimonial house or home to form necessary intentions. The fourth ground of divorce will be fraud. Fraud in a marriage, we know that free consent is required, and to establish any relationship, a free consent should be there. This consent, when is vitiated owing certain condition that cannot be performed by any of the spouse while the time of marriage, will consider as a fraud. Only fraud should be in nature of any type of hiding of the material fact or in nature of ceremony or circumstances which the respondent is culpable. The petitioner should be condoned to that fraud, and by cohabitation after discovering the material fact, he should file the further relief as soon as possible. The fifth condition for the grounds of divorce is conversion. Either of the spouse is forcing other spouse to change his religion, then this will be called as conversion, and this will lead for a ground of divorce. The sixth one is bigamy. Except all these in all religion except Muslim law, monogamy is followed. This is a strictly prohibited act under the Special Marriage Act 1954. Hindu Marriage Act 1955, the Parsi Marriage and Divorce Act, all other form of acts which governs the marriage prohibits the act bigamy. Under the statutes, a marriage during a subsistence of an earlier marriage is explicitly void. The remedy under the section available to a person who is a party to the marriage is which decided in the case of Ajay Chandra versus Usha Bai. The seventh category under which the spouse can file for a divorce is impotency. Impotency is the lack or absence of capacity to consummate a marriage by an act of normal, natural, and complete cycle. So the seventh category is impotency, whereas the eighth category is of mental illness. Mental abnormality should be informed as it is a form of consent, because the spouse should know about the mental illness of the spouse he is going to get married, and here the consent is necessary. So mental illness will every time lead to a ground of divorce if the other spouse doesn't know about it. The ninth category is about the physical disease like leprosy or venereal diseases. So every matrimonial relief cannot be taken in every physical disease. There are certain diseases that are given as a ground of divorce to the spouse, like leprosy and venereal diseases. The 10th category under which the divorce can be filed is non-resumption of cohabitation after decree of separation or restitution. If the court has given a decree of restitution or after a resumption of cohabitation, then after that also the spouse are unable to live with each other, then they can file for a divorce. Seventh ground of divorce is the renunciation. It is a ground of divorce under the Hindu law, as the renunciation of the world is a typical Hindu notion. Modern codified Hindu law lays down the spouse may seek for divorce under the ground of renunciation if the other party has renounced the world and has been decreed a holy order. And the last category under which the spouse can seek for a remedy is that presumption of death. A divorce may be granted on the ground that the respondent has not been heard or being alive for a period of 7 years or more. Then the other spouse can go for filing a divorce against the one who is missing or who is presumed to be dead. So these were some of the grounds that a spouse can seek for divorce. Sometimes divorce is on the basis of mutual consent, and sometimes the other party seek for divorce for under all this ground because the other party is not ready to give him or her a divorce. So these were certain grounds under which the one of the spouse can go for a matrimonial relief, that is divorce. And that's it. Thank you.